spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. For a strong kick to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stockton. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So Clemson's offense will get the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, they've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given. Guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Throws to the back. He's got it down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The screen, he's got wheels. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his man in the middle. Breaks into the open. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's the handoff. Look out, he's got room. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got an open man. Not enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. The give. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Now from inside the red zone. And his throw is incomplete. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it to him on the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Absolutely center cut. There is a flag down on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, the offense will have to decide whether to take the points off the board. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Tigers! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Finds his man, it's Williams. And he's dragged down.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force them into third and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but, man, got to do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket, because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick and gets that third down conversion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Quarterback on the move, still working. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be changing the route. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Snags it over the middle. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Takes it from the gun on third down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quick handoff. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Clemson will send the punt team out. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Corrals it at the 45. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
There he goes. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. All wideouts, no backs. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to keep it in the air. Pocket breaking down. Another incompletion on third down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Stockton. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
They'll go to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Poe. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He wants to throw it. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Mississippi State is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure. won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in Starkville. They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
That's caught. It's Williams. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. To the air on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Across the 35. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Going for 6. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Irish.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Watkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Hands it off on the counter. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They feed him again. Fights off the defender. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the return man's journey is stopped, but there is a flag on the play.
Holding, receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense starts deep in a hole. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Gets it across the 10 to pick up a 5 and out of trouble to the 12.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
The sure hands, it's Bennett. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down. To throw, it's St. Clair. Setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 35. Oh, a lot of space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. They just keep firing. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
They'll throw on third and short. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try the run. On the move at the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense trying to keep them off balance on first and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. On the ground, it's Poe. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. And the Tigers are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Scrambling away. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down. He would have loved to have been able to throw the ball past the first down sticks. Couldn't get it done, and they couldn't create enough room off the dump down, Jesse.
So let's give credit to the defense then in coverage, taking all of the throws away and also doing a nice job of keeping the football in front of them, and then great effort making that tackle, setting up third.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Stone. And he's to the 38-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Using his legs, it's Poe. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the back. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Good right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Here's the give off the left side. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Turning it on! They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out. If you got the lead late in the ball game, you want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
To the air, it's St. Clair. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. To the air on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Caught over the middle, it's Scott. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put the ball in. Their own 30-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to it. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Rushes on him. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Touchdown, Clemson. What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense. They'll go to the air. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they can get into field goal range. Here come the Irish, back on offense. So still a 2-point game here, and you'd like to give your defense a little pat on the back by following their stop with a score, Jesse.
Yeah, and I feel like the offense here, they sense this opportunity, right, David? They know if they go score, they put themselves in a position to win.
And you put your defense in a great spot. I want to be up in the fourth quarter. If they can put a drive together here, up by a touchdown, I like my chances.
And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Sweet cut there. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Pass is incomplete, the clock is down to 9. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Scott. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0. You want to talk about big-time throws. This dude has a missile launcher attached to his shoulder.
And he fired that missile in the perfect area. But how about the receiver? You got to...